Good evening, everyone. Again, it seems like we've been in this gym a lot this year. This is our 9th signing. You know, all I can say is Weslaco East, you know, over the years have had plenty of signings, but this year, 9 signings. I sort of wanted to go first and be the first one to congratulate Joseph Perez and his family. I know he's going to go represent Weslaco East, represent his family well in college, get an education, and come back someday and maybe be the head coach of Weslaco East. You never know. My name is Coach Berger. For you guys that don't know, I'm the athletic coordinator. I probably should have started out like that. Very happy to see you today, and let's get this thing kicked off. Thank you very much.
First off, we'd like to thank all the special guests here. We got some special guests. On behalf of Dr. Gamboa and all the administration, we have Mr. Efrain Reina, present. Thank you. Our athletic director, Mr. Desi Rodriguez. I don't know if we have any counselors in the building, but I know the counselors play a big part in the success of our students here at Weslaco East. Oh, Ms. Garza right here. Ms. Ortiz, please stand, all our counselors. Stand to be recognized. Thank you. I know we got some teachers. If there's a teacher or coach here anywhere in the stands, stand up, be recognized. Coach Medina. I'd like to introduce the parents of Joseph. Mom and Dad, Mr. and Mrs. Robert Perez. His brother, Jaden Perez and Jared Perez. Big round of applause for them. I know Joseph has a big support family around him, including some of his other relatives. His grandmother, Estrella Ramos, big round of applause for her. And plenty of aunts and uncles and cousins and everybody. So family, if you would just stand up and be recognized at this moment. This is a big moment for you guys as well. Joseph was a true dual threat for the Wildcat baseball team. He possesses a unique skill set that allows him to excel as both a pitcher and as a first baseman. He's made a significant impact on the success of the Wildcat baseball program. As a pitcher, he possesses an impressive arm, delivering fastballs, curveballs with precision and with power. But that's not all. As a first baseman, his agility and coordination made him a reliable defender and a dangerous offensive player. With his versatility and dedication to the game, Joseph now sets his sights on the next level with Dallas Christian College Crusaders, Joseph Perez. At this time, I'm going to turn this over to our athletic director for some comments, and that would be our athletic director, Desi Rodriguez.
Good evening, Weslaco East staff, parents, and students. So, on behalf of Dr. Rivera, Superintendent of Schools, we'd like to congratulate you, Joseph, Mom, Dad, family, on this great, huge accomplishment, because it's huge, right? So, this, I believe, is 4 signings out of the baseball team at East High School. Almost half of the team will get to compete at the next level. So that says a lot about Coach Brown and his program, Coach Burgett and his overall program. But it says a lot about our type of athlete that we have at East. You know, we compete very hard at the highest level. So 2 of my favorite roles, or what I love about my job, is two huge things right here. Is watching our student athletes compete every Tuesday and Friday and Saturdays at the middle school, and seeing how well they represent our community, our school, and they do an awesome job. The second one is being here and having the opportunity, the honor to be in this part of celebration, celebrating with family on this great accomplishment for Joseph. That's awesome. I experienced it myself as a dad. So Joseph, this is great, all right? You'll never forget this. So I did a little bit of research, and according to the NCAA Eligibility Center, fewer than 8% of high school students get the opportunity to compete at the next level, at the college level. 8%, fewer than 8%. Joseph, you are within that 8%, so congratulations. So fewer than 8%, and we have 4 currently in the baseball team. So again, just going back to Coach Brown and staff, you guys do a great job. And I think this year overall, in all athletic programs at East, we've done awesome. We made history. So many programs competing at the highest level and moving on to postseason play. So Joseph, once again, mom, dad, grandparents, family, congratulations, and go represent the East community. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. We'd like to open this up to Ms. Perez, the mother of Joseph. And yeah.
Okay, thank you for being here, everyone. On behalf of my husband, my boys, and I, we want to thank everyone who supported and most importantly, believed in Joseph throughout these years. Many of you that truly know Joseph know that patience, love, and understanding go a long way. We are beyond grateful that Weslaco East provided that for our son. Not only was he welcome, he was supported, guided, and oftentimes re-guided, which enabled him to stay on track. We appreciate the entire Eastside administration, staff, counselors, and especially the Strong Side Athletic Program. I wish I could say Joseph loved baseball since he was young, but that's not the case. Even though Joseph was surrounded by baseball, he didn't love baseball, he just liked it. As much as he had coaches tell him he had talent for baseball, he was like, okay. It wasn't until later on that his love for baseball became more evident. Having 2 older brothers who were extremely competitive meant that he always had to step it up. Those 2 brothers of his would push him a little more every day. They both are amazing role models for him, which made him the player he is today. Our home was surrounded by baseball on the daily, from having makeshift tournaments or World Series with your parent or grandparent or any adult as an umpire meant that it was a disagreement waiting to happen between the 3. But those were the foundational days that started Joseph's journey, and those were the best days of our lives. As the years went on, Joseph was blessed with some of the best coaches and influential people, from teachers to administrators in his life, that saw the best in him, many which helped Joseph accomplish this milestone. When we received the news of Joseph's recruitment, it felt surreal, yet exciting, and Joseph quickly began to reflect on all those coaches that molded him to be a better player. His early coach, Coach Lugo, would tell him, Joseph, you got it. You can be the best baseball player. He believed, and Joseph listened. Coach OJ, who always had a spot for him when he wanted to get the reps in the Valley. Coach Nick with SBA Academy, who always had the best pitching advice. Coach JC Garza from Grandstand Academy for getting him back on track. Coach JB for Uptown Prospects for opening the door to many opportunities. And a heartfelt thank you to Coach Alejandro Martinez, who crossed his path. Coach Alejandro, we cannot thank you enough for all the intense training, extra reps, and insight you provided for Joseph, all which we truly know prepared him for the next level. We are forever thankful for you. To the best athletic program in the world, the Strong Side, you all are the greatest. Mr. Bonuelos and the entire training staff, thank you for always taking extra care of our son. Never was an injury too small or too big for you all to handle. You always had that top-notch care. We thank you for that. And to the greatest baseball coaches anyone could ask for, Coach Medina, Coach Bowen, Coach Castañeda, you may not know this, but every word of praise, encouragement, or redirection were heard, even if you thought he wasn't listening. He was. Very often he would come home and also reflect on those words and know that those words meant everything to him and to us as his parents. We knew it was with best intention. Those words are forever engraved in his heart. And Coach Brown you truly encompass what a champion coach should be and what every athlete needs. You always find a positive attribute in players and capitalize on it. Thank you for believing in Joseph and for always giving him a new start. Your patience and commitment to your athletes are second to none. And to our second family, our baseball family, thank you for always showing your support for our son. Thank you to the Villa family for seeing Joseph as your own. And to the Solis family, thank you for welcoming us and guiding us through this journey, for all the long nights and baseball trips you are always up for. Thank you for also seeing Joseph as your own. And to his teammates, Joey, thank you for taking that wild warm-up like a champ. Edward, thank you for always being there for him. And Alex, thank you for keeping him grounded and in the zone, always staying positive. And Tony for being that little brother he never had. And to the rest of his teammates, you all are true leaders and the best teammates. To our family, thank you for always showing up to cheer Joseph on. And to my mom, thank you for never saying no and always buying him that extra Gatorade. We love you. Joseph, you have been blessed with this opportunity God provided for you. Be humble. As you can see, you have a big support system that is always here to support you. Your brothers, your dad, and I couldn't be prouder on this day and for this milestone. But know, this is only the beginning. We will always be here for you. Stay on track and continue letting God lead your path and follow the journey he has set for you, and you will do great. Remember, pray over everything and see the best in everything. We love you more than you imagine. I will always be your biggest fan. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Perez. And without further ado, I'd like to present the baseball head coach of the district champions, Coach Mike Brown.
Man, Ms. Perez, I have nothing to say. You said it all. No, I'd like to welcome you guys. Hey, you know, it's another great honor. This is our fourth signing this year, baseball, you know. I can still think back to when we had our first signing. I remember it was Manuel's son, and then, you know, after that was Nick. And I knew as time was going on, kids were gonna start seeing it, and more kids were gonna start to sign. You know, today is a great day for Joseph, I can tell you. Joseph, he's a character now. He's a great young man. He's fun to have around. We're gonna miss him, you know, but really, Joseph, we gotta remember this. You're going to school for one thing, and that's to get an education. You know, baseball is gonna be second, but, you know, you wanna go get an education. You wanna do your best at whatever comes before you. And I don't question that, because you're a hardworking young man, and I think you can succeed out there. But like I say, we're gonna miss you, and hey, good luck to you. You know, you're part of 3 district championships and 1 by-district championship. So, you know, so like I say, you know, we've accomplished things here. Now you move on, and now you gotta accomplish more things for yourself now. And I wanna wish you luck, and hey, get after it.
Thank you, Coach Brown. Now we'll call to the podium the man of the hour, Mr. Joseph Perez.
All right, before I get started on my speech, I want to thank everyone for coming out today to my signing. I especially want to thank all my teachers, my grade counselor, my friends, and all my family for coming. First off, I want to give all glory to God, who has blessed me so much to be able to get a chance like this, which is once in a lifetime. Without him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank some people who helped me along this journey. I want to start with my personal pitching coach, Alexander Solis, who worked with me, helped me all summer. My throwing partner, Edward Villa, who had to deal with bad throws for me for 4 years straight. Probably even more Little League, who knows. Tony Solis for always coming over to hit me when I had no one to hit. And I also want to shout out the best photographer here at Weslaco East, Sport Fleeks. Now, to my high school coaches. In my high school career, I have been blessed with the best coaching staff in Texas, making history every year I played with them for the past 3 years. To Coach Brown, I don't even know where to start with you. But I want to start by saying thank you for everything you've done for me. You've always pushed me to be better, not only on the field, but in class as well. You never let me slack, no matter what we were doing. Even if we're just stretching, I started messing around, you made me go run poles. No matter how mad I made you in practice or even the game, you always remind me after practice or the game, you weren't mad at me and that you love me. But thank you, Coach. Now, to Coach Castaneda, I'm not sure if he's here, but hopefully he'll see this. I want to thank you for always reminding me to stay close to God no matter what the circumstances, and reminding me to make the right decision and to be a good son to my mother and father, and always telling me to throw strikes when I'm pitching. Now, to Coach Medina, let me tell you this. You're the best feeder we have here at Weslaco East. Yeah. I want to thank you for always reminding me to stay positive in the game, and it's not over till it's over, especially for always feeding me that one extra ball when I didn't like to hit before, and I want it off on a good note. Thank you, Coach. Now, to Coach Bowen, man, I love you, Coach. You're one of my favorite coaches here at Weslaco East, after Coach Brown. I remember when I first met you, you're trying to recruit me to go play wrestling, and Coach Brown told you, hey, back off. That's my first baseman right there. Coach, you're the most positive coach we have here. I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me and always reminding me that I'm having a great game and everything else you've done for me. Thank you, Coach. To my travel ball coaches, Coach Alejandro, I want to thank you for being patient with me and always reminding me to throw my hands and chop it down, hit the ball, and especially to kill the pitcher when I'm hitting. I want to thank you, Coach. Now, Coach OJ, I remember when I first started playing baseball with you, you're the first coach that put so much belief in me and to push me to be way better. You always told me I'd make it to college ball, and now here I am. I want to thank you, Coach OJ and Alejandro, for everything you've done for me in these past years. To my brothers, I want to thank y'all for everything you've done for me. Set an example of what a great baseball player is supposed to be. Always being great role models for me. I remember the good old days playing out in the front yard like it was a World Series and taking the game too far and fighting, but nonetheless, those games, man, everything does. It was crazy. Well, thank you, guys. Now to my grandma, AKA my #1 fan. If you haven't seen her, I'm sure you've heard her here at the games cheering for me, cheering for the team and I. Grandma, I want to thank you for everything you've done for me. If I needed baseballs, you'd buy me baseballs. If I needed anything, you always make sure I had it. Before every game, you'd always text me wishing me good luck, telling me I got this. Thank you, Grandma. I love you. Now, to my grandpa Fafa, who is now in heaven, I wouldn't be here where I'm at if it weren't for you. You always went out of your way to help me in any way possible. You could barely walk, and you'd be out feeding me in the cages with one hand in your cane and the baseball in the other. So I can recall one time I hit a line drive right back at you, and you fell, and you got right back up and kept feeding me. You taught me a very valuable lesson in life with just 3 letters, NGU, which meant never give up, just like you did, Fafa. Everything I do is for you, everything I did is for you. Now, to my parents. Dad, I want to thank you for everything you've done for me. You always would go out of your way to make sure I had everything I needed. And Mom, I made sure Mom could take me to all the tournaments all over the place because you were working. Dad, you always made sure to motivate me. I remember in Little League, on the way to the games, you'd ask me if I was going to hit the ball. And I always like, yes, I'm going to hit the ball. I remember when I hit my first home run, you were so proud of me, and I've never heard you cheer like that before. Those moments meant everything to me. You always remind me after every game I did awesome and keep doing what I'm doing. So thank you, Dad. I love you. Now, to my mom. You've always pushed me so hard to be my best, and like Dad, you always motivate me to be great. When I was younger, I never wanted to be a baseball player. I always wanted to be a football player, and my mom never let me. It's like they say, moms always know best. Mom, I want to thank you for always going out of your way to take me to tournaments, even out of Texas. I'm doing everything like you can for me. Thank you, Mom. Mom. Mom and Dad, I want to thank you both for raising me the right way. There's so many things I could have done wrong, and I want to thank you both for being hard on me and making sure I was always on top of my schoolwork. Mom and Dad, you have truly outdone yourselves, and I can't thank y'all enough. I love you both. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. I pray I make you proud. East Side Strong Flag.
Great job, Joseph. Once again, let's give Joseph a big round of applause. And now we're gonna do what we all came to watch. All right, there we go. And he's signing. Dallas Christian College, Joseph Perez. Congratulations.